Adults often tell me I have an attachment disorder, but is this what's really going on in my brain?
It is actually only one part of a 7-piece jigsaw puzzle called developmental trauma. If you put this puzzle together, you can understand how my adverse childhood experiences have shaped my emotional world and behaviour you see. But everyone who's part of my world needs to work together to make sure that I have the best chance to heal. This means home, school, therapy, and even my doctor needs to work together as a team. If you get this right, my developmental trauma can be repaired.
What most people know, or think they know, about attention deficit disorder, or ADD, is that it's used to describe someone who can't stay focused, and when they really can't focus, they have attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD. ADD and ADHD are actually synonymous, as in they're the same. ADD is an outdated term used prior to 1987, after which it evolved into ADHD to encompass more of the symptoms that people with ADHD often experience, which, in addition to being inattentive, includes both hyperactivity and impulsiveness. So somebody might be diagnosed with ADHD because they have symptoms related to not being able to pay attention, but they might also be diagnosed with ADHD if they have symptoms related to being overly active and impulsive. They might also have ADHD if they have symptoms of both. According to the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual for Mental Disorders, the 5th edition, the most recent update being in 2013, ADHD is split into 3 subtypes: inattentive, hyperactive impulsive, or both. Inattentive and hyperactive impulsive have a set of 9 symptoms each. For example, someone with the inattentive subtype might make careless mistakes, or not listen, or be easily distracted. And someone with a hyperactivity and impulsive subtype might fidget, or squirm around, or get up from their chair often. Now, you might be thinking that everyone fidgets now and then, right? Well, a diagnosis is given when someone has 6 of the 9 symptoms for either subtype for at least 6 months. Most commonly, though, children have symptoms of both subtypes, and therefore have the combined subtype. Since ADHD is considered a neurodevelopmental disorder, the symptoms also have to have started between age 6 and 12, and the behavior can't be appropriate for their age. Alright, but what causes someone to be hyperactive, or impulsive, or inattentive? Well, as you might guess, it's pretty complicated, and we don't really know. Probably a lot of different factors, and ultimately they all fall into some combination of environmental and genetic factors. Having identical DNA doesn't mean that the twin is definitely going to develop ADHD, though. Now, treatment for ADHD can be tricky, since symptoms might vary from patient to patient, although it most often involves either behavioral psychotherapy, medication, or both. Behavioral psychotherapy is often targeted at children and focuses on teaching the child better time management and organizational skills. Also, involving both parents and teachers are important, and both behavioral parent training and behavioral classroom management have been shown to be helpful for children with ADHD. For adults, behavioral psychotherapy might focus on ways of decreasing distractions and also improving organizational skills.
Hey there! Welcome to Life Noggin. A lot of people talk about autism, but not everyone understands what it is. Autism spectrum disorder, or ASD, affects how people communicate with and relate to others. This isn't the same as being shy or not knowing what to say. Most people with autism don't understand some of the basic social conventions that others take for granted. They might have trouble making eye contact, holding a conversation, or recognizing gestures. And over 1/3 of people with ASD are nonverbal, meaning they don't use speech. Along with communication issues, people with autism often like to follow certain patterns or repeated behaviors. Many have a sensitivity to bright light or loud noises, and others have physical problems like trouble walking or picking up small objects. Some have intellectual disabilities, but about half have average or above average IQs. It's also common for people with autism to have a great long-term memory for certain details, and many excel in math, science, music, or art. With such a wide variety of symptoms, no two people with ASD are alike. The behaviors vary so much that they used to be classified as different disorders. One was Asperger's syndrome, where people obsess over particular topics, miss nonverbal social cues, and may not understand appropriate social behavior. In 2013, scientists realized that the boundary between Asperger's syndrome and some of the other disorders was fuzzy, so they decided to put them all under one name. This made it easier to diagnose autism, which is important. The younger someone is diagnosed, the earlier they can get help. In fact, many children who have autism will show signs by just 2 years old, including not responding to their name, avoiding eye contact, and flapping their hands or rocking repeatedly. We've learned that 1 out of every 68 children in the US has the disorder, but they still aren't sure what causes it. Autism is over 4 times more common in boys than girls, and most scientists think genes play a role because it often runs in families. Some people with ASD have abnormal chromosomes, but this can't be the whole story. There are people with the same gene changes who don't have autism. Other possible causes include having older parents, being exposed to high levels of testosterone in the womb, and having complications during pregnancy or birth. It may even have something to do with gut bacteria, since many autistic people have gastrointestinal issues. But most likely it's a combination of many factors. Though no matter why it happens, ASD is being diagnosed at a higher rate every year. This doesn't mean it's becoming more common. It just means more people are aware of the condition and getting diagnosed early. And awareness is crucial. The more we learn about autism, the more we can understand and relate to those who have it. It's important to note that people with ASD deserve the same respect, fairness, and chances that people without ASD receive. This will help people with ASD adapt and grow in our communities.
Hi friends, my name is Eli. Meet my mom and dad. This is my cat, MJ.
That's my cat!
I almost forgot. That's my little sister, Emma. Every kid in the world is different. We can see some of these differences on the outside of the body. Some kids have light skin, others have dark skin. Some kids have black or brown hair, others have red or yellow hair. We can see lots of differences. Other differences are hidden on the inside of the body. ASD affects the way the brain works. Because of this, kids like me think about things differently, and ASD can affect kids in different ways. Some kids that have it can't talk at all. Others, like me, can talk a lot.
Our differences make each of us special in our own way.
Special school. I went there to learn new skills, like saying hello and goodbye and making friends.
He's looking in the toilet.
He likes to watch it flush. There are lots of activities that I like to do, just like other kids. I like to swing in my backyard. Last year I learned to pump all by myself. At school, I like to read books, paint pictures, and play on the computer, just like other kids.
Boy?
Yes, that is my son Cameron.
Why isn't he playing with other children?
He has autism. It gives him some social difficulties.
Oh, I've heard of that. That's like Rain Man, right?
No, it's not. It's a disorder that makes it difficult to socialize and communicate. It affects everyone differently. No one knows what causes autism yet.
What about vaccines? I heard it's vaccines.
There's a lot of news about vaccines going either which way. For the most part, it's been proven that vaccines do not cause autism, but it's entirely possible it triggers something.
So why do you take him out if he's never going to be social?
Because he's human. He has feelings. He has emotions. He cares about people. We cannot just keep him in the basement because he's a little different.
I'm sorry, that's not what I meant. It's just that if he cannot communicate, what is the point?
Well, like anything, it takes practice. Integration is the only way he can learn how to communicate. learn how to be social with people. It also helps him to learn how to deal with sensory overload.
Sensory overload. What is that?
Well, it's as the name implies. When there is too many sounds, lights are too bright, too many smells, or the smell is too strong, if something feels strange or hurts, it can lead to sensory overload. It's kind of like torture. Eventually the child has a meltdown and throws a fit.
Does your son throw fits?
Sometimes.
Isn't it embarrassing when that happens?
It used to be. It can be hard when your child is screaming and other parents look at you, judging you to be a bad parent. You just feel so terrible. But I've learned to ignore that. I know my son is in pain. I know it's not his fault or mine.
Well, I'm glad that my children aren't like that.
Yes, you were lucky. But don't dismiss the good things too quickly.
Good things?
Yes, he has taught me to appreciate my surroundings and to appreciate myself too. I've learned not to take anything for granted and how to accept the differences in others. He's taught me how to love unconditionally as well. What many do not realize is that there are a lot of adults living with autism too. They may be in group homes, or homeless, or working jobs just like you and me. They may seem shy to us, but really they are living with a form of autism called Asperger's.
Adults with autism?
Yes, you might even know some people or work with people that have autism and not even realize it. In fact, they might not realize it either. They might just feel like they're different somehow.
Absolutely fascinating.
Well, thank you for listening. I appreciate you taking the time to learn about autism and my son. With more understanding and acceptance, life will be better for my son and everyone else with autism.
I am so thankful for my parents who were always there for me as I was going through school and learning how to ride and understanding that I couldn't do everything and nothing came easy. I mean, I'll try to do something and I fail, and you feel like giving up when you fail. If you just give up, you'll never get up. You'll never achieve what you want to achieve until you keep on trying. It's okay to fail. Don't worry about what other people think of you. Everyone makes mistakes, and anything worthwhile does take a couple times to get better and better at. Yes, practice makes perfect, but just don't be afraid to fail. Thomas Edison, he actually was the guy who made the light bulb, and someone asked him, Thomas, how does it feel to fail 9,999 times? He said, now I know 9,999 ways in how not to make a light bulb. It's a lesson for us to, when we fail, to try again.
来自偶然，像一颗尘土，有谁看出我的脆弱？我来自何方？我情归何处？谁在下一刻呼唤我？天地虽宽，这条路却难走。我看遍这人间坎坷辛苦，我还有多少爱？我还有多少泪？要苍天知道，我不认输。
咁所以我就去多卡斯嗰度咧做咗幾次治療之後咧，個仔就變到改善咗，咁自己有興趣學，咁所以嚟參加啦。但係而家做咗之後咧，就即係好快就做到你要求嘅嘢咯，同埋講嘢亦都有改善咯。
你講佢之前做咗3年半嘅針灸，係啊，就結果麻麻地嘅。
3年半嘅針灸就唔及3次嘅顱體骨治療，所以我見到嗰3次嘅效果係咁好，咁所以就停咗針灸啦，就情願佢喺顱底骨嗰方面幫佢咯。
咁所以而家就學埋諗住幫下小朋友。係啦，
即係睇下會唔會仲改善得好啲，因為日日做會始終都好過一週做一次咁樣。
我就叫 Kelly 啦，咁我個小朋友佢就係有自閉症傾向嘅，咁跟住帶咗去揾咗阿 Uncle Bud 做咗治療啦。
幾大啊？
佢而家5歲10個月，咁而家做咗3個月到啦，好似做咗但係佢做咗2次咧，已經覺得個效應已經好明顯啦，即係佢由唔係佢好曳啦，同埋好個理解方面好比較差，咁但係佢做咗2次啦，佢已經開始講一啲説話係點啊，有文有路。
我可以睇佢個名。
有啲乜嘢都試㗎啦，其實我哋呢啲家長就咁針灸就唔得啦，針灸佢直情係恐懼嘅，佢試咗去就針咗1針啫，咁癲唔係淨係癲啊！佢淨係發癲咯，嗰個程度係你會覺得就算俾你針到都得不償失嘅，因為佢嗰個癲啊係恐慌嗰種感覺咁樣。咁至於呢個顱脊咧，以前聽過嘅，但冇朋友做過，咁就又唔知痛唔痛啊？你又唔敢第一次，因為見過個女咁，即係佢不嬲都好多時都好癲嘅啦，咁你就唔敢啦。咁但係我就有朋友就去咗嗰度做咗啦，咁我就佢做完翻嚟，我就睇到佢進步，因為佢就比較滔啦，佢就比較畏縮嘅個小朋友，咁即係成日都縮埋啊，好畏縮，唔敢去面對啲人咁。但係佢做完之後咧，我就見到我同佢去旅行，咁佢就喺個旅遊巴度唱歌，咁同埋佢媽咪就話喺酒樓咧食得夠膽同佢講話3位咁樣，又或者好遠咧叫嗰個 waiter 行埋嚟，佢都夠膽咁做，即係呢個係我哋睇到明顯個進步啦，又係做咗好短時間嘅。
阿滔滔就係頭先我講嗰個講英文好靚好準。記得好多嗰啲故事，佢直情係好似啲朗誦故事咁樣講出嚟，但係佢係自己同自己講嘅，好多時不停咁樣自己講嘅。
係啦，咁跟住後尾我就係做咗2次練我個女啦，做咗2次之後咧，佢講嘅説話已經開始有意思咯，即係會有連貫性同埋有意思咯。啱啱呢個禮拜咧，又有啲即係叻嘅説話出咗嚟咯。我同爸爸咧就喺度有啲爭論嘅嘢啦，唔好講。咁佢就開頭即係唔好嘈啊，即係嗌我哋即係咁樣啦。咁我哋仲繼續喺度爭論，跟住佢望住我咯，佢問你冷靜啲啊。
如果總結，你覺得而家佢最大嘅進步同啱啱即係嚟做第一次治療嘅時候，你會覺得係乜嘢咧？
佢啱啱嚟嗰時，佢仲係即係未醒。一自閉症，我哋會覺得佢如果仲係喺自己嘅世界度，佢根本個人都未好似仲喺度呆下發緊夢咁樣咯。但係而家我個感覺佢係醒咗，即係一個你會感覺佢係幾正常嘅小朋友咁樣，即係但係當然佢仲係好。
我身邊呢位朋友就介紹我個仔嚟呢度，即係做呢個顱脊治療啦。咁我而家做咗睇下先個零月，咁其實都幾有進步咯。咁直情係咧，尋日咧佢有一個喺出邊學課外活動嘅老師就同我講，佢話：哇佢話軒軒媽咪，我好開心啊，因為咧佢嗰日咧自己畫完畫咧，跟住舉手啊，問老師啱唔啱？咁樣，即係佢同我講話，佢都好開心，睇到佢突然間好似進步得好快喎，咁 that's why 其實我都想喺呢度學咗，可以翻去再幫佢多啲咯。
都係個零月
小朋友，一個17歲，一個就而家8歲啦就嚟。咁佢因為其實佢有專注力不足嘅，咁其實睇咗出邊睇過心理醫生啦，食過精神科藥物啦。咁但係對佢嘅功效都唔得，反而食完精神科藥物之後咧，佢嘅情緒起伏仲比以前仲大咗啲，諗唔到咩辦法。咁喺一個偶然嘅機會之下咧，就認識咗多德斯喺呢度啦。咁我就嚟咗。咁
你都係睇網上資料？
唔係， 係朋友嘅，
邊個？
護士啊嘛，護士啊嘛，係啦。咁嗰個朋友就係話佢自己做護士嘅，咁其實 cleaning 呢一樣嘢咧喺美國嗰邊已經係好成熟㗎啦，只係香港呢邊咧係冇人了解，就係因為我覺得都希望可以幫到佢，咁我就上堂啦。咁當我上咗堂之後咧，只係上第一堂嘅，跟住我就好大膽地每一晚幫阿女做1個鐘頭嘅 cleaning，1個鐘頭，直至而家係冇停過。咁個功效係非常之大，同埋我而家直頭係完全喺做第一個 course 嘅時間之內咧，我已經係停咗精神科嘅藥物，喺停晒精神科嘅藥物加埋冇再去睇心理醫生嘅情況之下咧，而家係可以，當然唔可以話好似即係都會係會有走嚟走去嘅情況啦，但係就已經係好穩定咯。
啲人話佢唔識走嚟走去，唔識走嚟走去就係唔正常㗎啦，係嘛？
即係走嚟走去啫嘛。係啦，同埋
佢走嚟走去打下乒乓波咁，即係好叻添啊！而家打乒乓波。
即係同埋佢唔開心，佢會講俾我聽㗎咋。即係佢。咁咪正常啊。佢會抒發咯。啲
人以為有唔開心係唔正常，咁即係好嗰啲真係好唔正常。
即係佢最嚴重嘅情況係會翻到屋企啊，好唔開心，但係唔會同你講，但係搣爛整本書，即係成本書俾佢搣爛晒。即係翻到學校，老師問佢：你做咩本書會搞成咁㗎？佢係唔會答老師任何問題。咁但係而家個進步非常之大。
佢中間試過有一啲情況咧，就係即係喺屋企講唔肯嚟啦。咁試過係嚟到搭 lift 嘅時候都唔肯入嚟啦。試過嚟個門口入咗嚟，跟住行翻出嚟，企喺個門口呢個閘同埋呢一個玻璃門。呢個就係阿心月啊。心月 B B 啊，不如你講下阿心月 B B 少少嘅情況，同埋講下你上嗰班上完咗之後，又再有幫阿心月做過。頭先你咪啱啱有句 comment 嘅啲治療師，咁都喺個鏡頭裏邊又講多次啦。咁啊，俾你介紹下心月嘅情況啊。
心月係我兒孫女啦，佢就發展遲緩啦，即係佢比較慢少少啦。
佢而家幾大？
佢而家2歲多啲嚇。
幾時發覺咁樣㗎？
佢6-7個月度發現佢即係唔係正常 B B 可能會轉身嘅，但係佢仲未轉到喎。咁可能我妹佢哋就即係一路可能有啲嗰啲，咁係 B B 仔嗰啲健康檢查，咁就醫生留意到有啲咁嘅問題，咁咪去幫佢做。我諗實質情況我唔係好知，但係就幫佢做一啲 test 啊，咁就知道佢有啲遲緩咯。咁佢其實識行咧都係啱啱做幾個月之前先開始，咁我初就好勉強拖住個人嘅手先至行啦咁。咁但係呢排就即係我哋上咗堂之後，咁我哋梗係即刻捉住佢開始，即係唔理都點樣啦，都同佢做，起碼都做住勞4日先啦，先喎咁。
但係初初做嘅時間，你同阿妹都有啲特別嘅經驗係嘛？掂住佢隻腳嘅時候，佢又
係啊！我幫佢做嗰陣時咧，我掂佢大髀嗰個較位咧，佢個下身全部唔喐嘅，淨係響，因為佢個頭喺度啦，佢個腳喺呢邊咧，咁我撳住咧，佢下身唔喐，淨係喺上身度話咁會走我下巴咯。咁我掂住佢個頭咧，咁佢又輪到佢隻腳喐咯，個上半身又唔喐咁樣咯嚇。同埋
每次做完都有啲效果係點啊？
效果佢嗰晚其實都瞓得好嘅嚇。
每次做完就好瞓咗嘅。係
嗰晚係啦，嗰晚會好瞓啲嘅。咁係啦，咁我哋咪係咯，即係學咗之後咧，開始就即係捉住佢，盡量抽時間都同佢做啦。咁佢係即係佢自己都有做啲物理治療嗰啲嘅，咁好似我唔記得咗 exactly 邊度話俾嗰度啲姑娘就話佢進步得好快喎，攞飛躍就
1-2個月。
係啊，即係總之係我哋學咗開始咯。咁就話佢攞飛躍進步大獎啦咁講笑，佢因為進步得好快。咁睇住其實呢陣住呢段時間佢自己都識行啦，走來走去㗎啦，咁同埋都行得好穩陣。 呢個都哇，呢個係好開心嘅事嚟嘅，好多古靈精怪嘅動作咯。佢而家成日整蠱人哋啊，發到音係啊，又開始咿呀呀咁啊。雖然都係講緊外星話，但係起碼好咗好多啦，係咯。
唔該晒。所有咧唔同咧弟兄姊妹嘅守望、祝福，由下而上，由左而右，由右而左，由上而下，全部咧都有合一嘅心。其實咧觀念改變健康，唔好再唔自在。當我哋全部人合一做緊呢個過程，得着嘅任何只係揾一個嘅 back 咧，其實我哋都咧接受到、沾染到呢一啲咧 positive。呢一啲咧醫治，呢一啲咧出恩。雖然我哋嘅目的咧，透過我哋雙手咧，去一個咁樣筋膜調息嘅治療，但我哋真正要做嘅咧，其實係 feel，你感覺一下Becky 嘅心靈，用手感覺一下佢嘅筋膜，有冇唔同任何嘅釋放啦？又可以感覺啲筋膜嘅活動。慢慢咧，我哋咧感覺下呢個心，我哋用我哋一個嘅同理心，願都尊你的名字，願你的國降臨，願你的旨意行在地上，如行在天上。我們日用的飲食，今日賜給我們，免我們的債，如同我們免了人的債。不叫我們遇見試探，我當我們遠離兇惡，因為國度、權力、榮耀，全是你的，直到永遠。